I think this is
Indonesia,
good. This is going to be a really good match because, as
This
I
is
kind of
going
said earlier, Indonesia took out China.
yeah, you hear it right. Indonesia took down China in the round of 16 of the Catch the Beat, also Catch World Cup. You're surprised? Well, Hong Kong did take down South Korea in group stages. You're surprised?
You're
We have
surprised
Hong
that you
Kong
should have
against
seen us during the
Indonesia.
match. If you're surprised after hearing that, you should have seen us at the match. We were losing it. We
Like-
had no idea what was going on.
We still don't have any idea. Like Hong Kong against Indonesia. Those two teams managed to beat both first and second place of last year and probably last and every single year's Catch the Beat World Cups. They managed to do that.
Okay,
One of those did it in
looks
group
like-
stage and the other in round 16. So
Okay, so
this
just
is
quickly-
for sure
looks like
match
the-
of the weekend.
Maybe,
for sure.
I'm not sure if it's that match, but it's different one. So we're gonna see ours and Full Set is for Losers banned out by Indonesia. So now we're waiting for Hong Kong's bans, and then we'll get into their.
Please don't ban Respite.
So this is actually a pretty good chance as well to remember you guys that you can purchase your own banners to support your own teams. Hong Kong, Indonesia, who do you think is going to win?
This is going to be a tough one.
It's pretty hard to predict, but I will say
Oh, Dropazik's gone.
Indonesia. What do you guys think?
I feel like Latifa Sama and Chinbi over there on the Hong Kong side, as well as Alice, they're strong. But I've also seen Indonesia do some really crazy stuff. I'm torn. Normally I'm totally okay with going on one side or the other, but I can't. I'm gonna have to wait to see how these guys, perform. There's no way. It's too close in my book.
It's really hard to predict how these two teams will perform because we were not expecting Indonesia at all to win China. Same for Hong Kong against South Korea.
And
Like
it's like,
they definitely had the chance, but we were not expecting. Like they were clearly the underdogs on that match, and they managed to win it. So they know how to play under pressure. They know how to play this kind of match, and they also know that this match is going to be hugely important for both of these teams. This is a skill shot. This is going to be a really, really important battle for both of these teams because a place in the winners semifinals is something really important. But being in that point against, like, beating the team that, I mean, you just beat the top 3 teams of the tournament. Like, that's it. You're a force that is so strong that everything will fear you. It's really important for them to win this one.
yeah. And another thing to actually point out here is I feel like we'll definitely start to know what team's going to be better when we start to see our first no-mod play. We'll get to see them both on an equal footing. And then when we get to start seeing the mod picks that they do pick, the stuff that isn't gone. Now, mind you, the whole hidden pool outside of Go Berserk, I think, and, oh wait, they did also get rid of
Utaka.
yeah.
And they're
So
gonna
the-
pick Wings of Courage first, though. Just a heads up.
All right, so it does look like we're going to see some hard rock played. Nobody love my double time.
I was expecting this one to be selected by Hong Kong, like at least some of the hard rock maps, because Hong Kong is that team that has an advantage when it comes to mods, in my opinion, here against Indonesia. And Indonesia is a team that has the advantage on no mod. But what Indonesia needs, though, it's the Seedful and at their best performance ever. Like, this is the time that the Seedful is going to have all the pressure in their back. Like, not only him, Shurelli, Galaxy, and every single player that ends up playing this match
Yeah.
will have all the pressure as well. But the Seedful is probably the star player when it comes to no mod, and that is probably the thing that Indonesia has to pick against Hong Kong. El Solar Beam clearly being the top player for Indonesia when it comes to hard rock, in my opinion, at least.
Can I just
So
quickly interject for a sec? I just want to quickly go over something before we start this, because this will be the last match in this block, so after this there will be a break. I just actually let you guys know now.
Break hype.
No, not
Yeah.
break height. No break height. I want to see
Man.
Sweden versus South Korea. No break height.
South Korea against who? I don't remember that match.
Sweden.
Oh.
It's the first match after the break, which is why I don't want the break. I want the match now.
I really want to see Argentina against Japan. That is
No, we
my
can miss
match.
that one. We can miss that. We'll just skip over it.
Also, France against US will be a huge one. We have so many cool matches. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do.
Lane versus Scott. This is gonna be great.
All right, and it looks like we're going to get into this. This should be pretty interesting. This is our first Hard Rock pick. We do see quite a few hiddens being put into play here. Galaxy running hidden, Adika running
Every
hidden.
single player in Indonesia.
Oh yeah, Al Solarbeam. Well, Solarbeam was definitely going to run hidden. Latifa Sama is the only one on Hong Kong side running hidden now. And remember, guys, this isn't like last year. Like, mind you, Deceitful did some pretty crazy carries, if I'm not mistaken. But carries are not a thing anymore. You can kind of carry, but you need full teamwork here. You have to make sure that your consistency.
I will say
I
though,
was gonna say, I
That
think
is-
Latifah Sama will disagree with you there after the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
well,
It's the carrying is less important. It's not as likely or around. Anyway, with that, it looks like Indonesia are actually looking pretty strong here.
yeah, I mean, they have 3 full combos and they have 3 hiddens, so they definitely have an advantage. But one break can make a difference here. There's still half of the map remaining, and that is the time when you don't want to miss. And it seems like Alice is actually going to be the one missing here. Latifah Sama as well from Hong Kong, leaving Indonesia the chance to increase that lead in a huge way right here. This is looking really good for Indonesia. Another miss here from Hong Kong. No full combos remaining. Chumbi dropping the ball over there, and Indonesia still holding with the full combo roster. El Solar Beam and Dika though finding a miss over there. Not going to
Wow.
matter too much.
Oh, okay, that is not what Indonesia did. I was kind of thinking, like, even if they miss now, they might still have enough time to keep their lead, and
No,
we're
like-
gonna find out.
Juan was like super on the money when he said that like Indonesia's got the really strong hard rock play though. And while we didn't see a full combo from Solar Beam, that 99.39% accuracy is quite decent. But Galaxy and Dika, I think, both holding over that. If I'm not mistaken, as we get into the results here, we will see 99.70% and 98.99% from Dika respectively. Over on Hong Kong side, we have Chun B with 99.59%, Latifah Sama with a 98.78%, and Alice Carlet with a 99.80%. Still incredibly good plays from everybody all around. No one missing more than no more than 6 fruits all total. Those kind of plays are awesome.
I think Solo would have to disagree with you there.
Oh, whoa, wait, whoa. Why did I not see that? Wait, no, that's not a miss. That's 2 fruits. Why is he... Oh, yeah, he is definitely disagreeing with me.
He is not happy at all about those 2 misses. Alright, so yes, that was Wings of Courage. So we will be going on to Indonesia's pick now, I believe. Yeah, Indonesia's pick. Okay, so that was definitely a good one for Indonesia, winning off Hong Kong's pick. So, with Indonesia taking the pick, what do you think we will be seeing? Do you think we might finally see the long-awaited double time?
From Indonesia, I think Nomad makes more sense, but double time is not a bad option either. You really want double time to be picked though.
Okay, no, we're gonna go with Avalanche from the looks of it.
Yeah, Nomad.
Nobody wants double time as much as I do right now.
Well, but this is a risky pick. Avalanche has that thing that is overall complex, overall harder. So this might be a wrong pick for Indonesia.
That map
I mean-
is the thing that makes the stuff hard.
They have those sliders that are like left and right movements, not really too easy, and I believe some hypers that are complex, but
I don't think you can narrow down any specific part of this map to be challenging. Like the whole map itself is just bonkers.
yeah, but you have some maps that they have like a high jump of difficulty in one
Yeah.
section, and that's it.
And
Yeah,
like,
I know
And this
it's
one
the-
is just
I think that's the best thing you can say about Avalanche. The level of difficulty is very consistent throughout.
yeah, but it's consistent and it's hard. Like usually when you have a difficulty consistency map, it's usually not as hard as the harder map.
and
This
there's
one
some kind
has
of
that
cooldown.
thing that is hard. Yeah,
But there's no cooldown. It's not anything that's too crazy, but the fact that it's always moving is where it gets really. I made notes about that when I was watching Avalanche, and this, in my personal opinion, this is probably one of the hardest picks out of the no mod bracket, if not the hardest.
I would say the hardest.
I don't remember seeing Sakura Mirage, so I think of everything we've seen, it's definitely the hardest. But until I actually remember seeing Sakura Mirage, I can't say that for certainty.
Well, I
Nice.
just mean out of overall consistency, like the ability to hold the combo, the ability to maintain. Like this one really puts you out there. It's endurancy, if I'm not mistaken. You kind of
Yeah.
got to keep on your point with it. While there's other ones in the pool that might have sections that are indeed harder than what we'll see in this. The fact is that they also have sections that are a whole lot easier. And this is a really good mix of we want to be really mean to you, but we want you to enjoy it and feel like you worked for it when you FC.
Yeah, there's one thing about this map, as you mentioned though. This map has such a great flow, in my opinion, that makes the map so fun to play, and that usually kills a little bit of your nerves, which makes it easier to play. But right now, since we have oneness already from Latifasama, and that will give the lead to Indonesia. Let's see
I
if they
don't
can
know.
actually keep that one.
When I'm playing really good with Catch the Beat one, sometimes I like to feel like I'm a DJ just scratching all the rhythms. Because it kind of looks like that when you see Yuzu going back and forth really crazy. And it's a good feeling. And you don't get to feel that when you click the circles at all. You don't get the rubber band. You don't get the rubber band feeling. You don't get the whoosh. You definitely get the whoosh and Catch the Beat. Or Us Catch, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it Catch the Beat forever. CTB for life.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it seems like Hong Kong just barely hit the lead back, but the miss from Alice over there will give the lead once again to Indonesia. Just in the moment they had it, they lost it at the same time. And that is now really, really close. It's one full combo against two, but there's a huge combo from Nadi Fasama hunting down Indonesia. So if they miss, it can be over. Let's see if they actually do. Oh, a miss from Chumbi. That's pretty bad for Hong Kong. That might seal the deal in their favor. Indonesia with the Seedful and Decap all with 100%. Doing an amazing job here, pulling Indonesia once again in the favor, in the lead, 2-0.
Yeah, this
And
is looking
twice
pretty good for
100%. Oh
this
no,
is
it was
looking-
not 100% from the Seedful, sorry.
It was 100% from Dika though, so that's still definitely something. Still, this is looking really good for Indonesia here, but Hong Kong are going to be the ones to pick the next map, so hopefully they will be able to get a point off this one. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna see Hong
We're
Kong
going to
pick
see.
here?
Well, I think. Yeah,
I
Hard
feel
Rock
like
makes
Hong Kong-
sense.
I was gonna say I feel like Hong Kong will probably continue the mods in the Baramy.
Yeah, Liberame is actually a good choice because it's unbelievably technical in my opinion. Like it is really hard, but mostly because of high CS and high HP drain. So they're basically aiming for Indonesia not being able to keep up and maybe eventually finding a fail.
Yeah, they are looking for a death play here, and well, Liberame's probably one of the better ones to look for with that because slight mistakes on this one is catastrophic. The HP rate is super high, and the circle size means that the fruit that our friends have to catch is very tiny. And like, I feel at any time with Catch the Beat, the way it's set up, you have maybe about a good half a second, maybe millisecond in the easier, well, half a second in the easier ones to like readjust your positioning and get over there. But when you start getting into this stuff, that timing window for you to readjust your catcher to be able to have the momentum, or knowing when to hold the dash from the previous one to make it to the next one. Things like that might seem super simple, but that's where you're going to see players slip. That's where we're going to see changes of tides if they do happen.
4v2?
4v2, yeah, it kind of... Oops.
Oh no, I'm just going crazy. Never mind me. I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyway, it doesn't think we have Alien Flybot in the match now, so with him and this incredibly tiny fruit catcher, this should be very interesting to watch. But that being said, it does look like we're going to see the first miss come out from the Hong Kong team with Latifa Sama taking the early break there. Followed just recently by Galaxy actually, so that will put Hong Kong with a nice combo advantage, especially with Deeker actually missing as well. I was going to say the triple hard rock, hidden hard rock coming out from Indonesia might not be the best plan, but Hong Kong actually rocking a double hidden hard rock, so Chuang, the only one not going with the head here. So I think if anyone is probably going to FC this, I think Chuang probably has the better chance without the hidden. Although then again, some people do read better with hidden, so...
Yeah, it does look like Hong Kong has the higher score advantage here, and little side tidbit, while as they pull almost a whole 400,000 points ahead, this is one of the first times I've actually been able to see Yuzu's pants since I drew him. And as you can see, he does have a little fruit chain on his pocket. And I forgot that existed because you don't see the circle size that often.
Yeah, you guys said like circle size 6 is not really something you see. Well, you know, circle size 7 is even rarer. It's not really something you see, especially with a lot more people going like CS2, CS3 with their maps nowadays. Even with hard rock, it only goes down to like CS5, CS6 maybe. It's very rare to see such a small circle size, but it looks like this is going to be the first point for Taiwan, not Taiwan, Hong Kong, so definitely a good pick by them. So yeah, I'm sure Hong Kong will be very happy to have the that first point on the board, especially with Alien Flybot, actually with quite a few full combos. Trying Alien Flybot and Solar Beam actually getting the perfect there, so I'm sure those three will be pretty happy. But that does kind of start making me wonder. I wonder what Indonesia will go for next. Because, yeah, their first no pick so far has been Avalanche, which is no mod, so I wonder if they'll keep with the no mod tradition and pick something like Yoake, Ultramarine, maybe Ultramarine? Or, you know, to see if you could pick that double time still available. You could pick double
at this
time.
point, I'm even okay with the symbol love symbol. Just something double time.
Just double times there, buddy. You can pick it.
I mean, I totally understand why people don't like double time in CTB, because the catcher speed increases and catcher control is just like,
You say that, but like 38% of the maps last week were double time.
Very true.
Not 38. Okay, sorry, 32%. Close enough. Anyway, looks like there is a bit of... There must be some sort of discussion going on somewhere, just not sure where, so hopefully we will see a verdict reached shortly and a map will be selected. Or we could just go back to rolls. Apparently Alien and Flybot's only level 16, so... Yeah, okay, it looks like they are still deciding, so... Wow, Chuan. That's a bit of friendly banter going there. But yeah, if they don't go for the double time, oh,
Okay.
Must
So
this-
we are going to see. That is.
Pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that is how you pronounce it, but I am trying to find it, and I can't seem to find it. Oh, it's a hidden. That's right. Duh. Wish they just would have said into you, and then I would have known exactly what it was.
Myosotis, I mean.
Yeah, first time I've seen this. They actually got banned once by Singapore in their match against Canada, but last match I got nothing, so this will be the first time we've seen it, which will be good.
This song is amazing.
Can't say I've heard it. So this should be good fun. But yeah, what do you think? Do you reckon this is the Hong Kong comeback happening here, or do you reckon they just got a bit of a lucky break on their pick and Indonesia will now continue with their rampage?
It's going to be hard to tell because Indonesia has that advantage in the nomads, but going for the hidden, it's something strange. This is Hong Kong's possibility to come back, although I'm not too sure about Hong Kong's hidden ability, so...
I think there's actually something we've forgotten to mention, which was probably a bit of a big one, I think. So with the last two matches we had, which was Singapore versus Canada and Mexico versus Taiwan, they were loser bracket matches, which means that Mexico and Canada are now out of the CWC 2016. Hong Kong versus Indonesia, however, is a winner bracket match, so whoever loses here will not be out, they will just go down to the loser bracket next weekend, so no matter what happens here, we will still see both of these teams next weekend. Anyway, with that all done and dusted, we will be moving on to our fourth map, Myosotis. And it's looking like a pretty solid start here by both teams. Looks like Hong Kong are going to take a bit of a slight lead. Nope. Indonesia are going to take the slight lead off the spinners. It's only an ever slight lead. Because those bananas aren't really worth that much now, so it must be like a maybe 350, 700 point lead at best. Can't be all that much. But yeah, everyone holding very strong actually. Solo being the only one not to have the double S, so...
Yeah, that actually is going to look very good here. It's going to be a very close match as we see both of them doing very well. And I'm quite surprised that we haven't seen a drop on the hidden here.
Well, there we go. The first drop is actually going to come from Chuang on the Hong Kong side, so...
And then
Indonesia
El
will...
Solo Bean.
Oh, okay, so... I think you're going to say Indonesia get to keep this slight lead, especially with Alien, Flyblot, and Alice missing. That is
Whoa, that was a
huge
huge
for
drop.
Indonesia. if Deceitful's not
Alien
going to hold
Flybot.
this full combo, but if Galaxy can, that will definitely help. I mean, they've already got about a 200,000 point lead, so they're already in
have
a
a
pretty
fail.
nice position as it is.
Chumbi failing, Alice failing, Alien Flybot failing. Oh my god, everyone is close to the dead, but they managed to recover. Man, that was
Yeah,
pretty close.
We did see Galaxy miss at the as well, so there are no more full combos, but I don't really think Indonesia needs it. They are 400k hit, so
I can see why Singapore did ban this song now when I'm looking at it.
yeah, it's perfectly understandable why it got banned out and not really picked. So it's kind of good that we can say that we've at least seen it once this weekend. But I'm hoping we'll see it again because it does make for an interesting match to watch. But yep, that is going to be a 3rd point for Indonesia. So we will now be going over to Hong Kong for their next pick.
Yep, that
It
was a
is.
great pick by Indonesia at the end. Like they knew the map was really hard to achieve with a good score, so they basically aimed for Hong Kong weakness here. They didn't go for the main strong factors. Like hidden is probably not what Indonesia shines, but Hong Kong did have a huge amount of troubles here. So end up being a little bit of a risky pick, but it worked. It really worked. So good work there for Indonesia.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
see
that definitely did
now.
work really well. So I suppose it now comes down to what's Hong Kong going to pick, because they really want to win this pick, because if they don't, they are in dire straits. Because if they lose this one, then Indonesia get their 4th point, then they get to pick. So they will have a strong advantage for getting that 5th and final point. So if Hong Kong don't play this well, this could actually be their last pick of the match.
No, yeah, the Hong Kong's last pick. It can be.
Yeah. So they really will want to win this, or else they're going to be feeling a lot of pressure. So it is kind of understandable as to why there is quite a bit of decision time here. I mean, you've kind of been in the
you
World Cup
definitely
before.
needed
Oh ho, Z-Trot, we are getting some
Double
double
time.
time with a symbol of symbol.
Of
Yes!
course, it would be yours. I mean, I'm still happy, double time, hype, but no rare respite. GG, no Riri.
GG no rare re.
Hold on, I will type that out to you privately so you understand exactly what it is. It's not anything bad. Twitch chat knows. But you just butchered that, good sir.
You're welcome.
So love symbol, double time pick from Freep's side. I think this is a short one, right?
No. It is the full version.
Oh,
Isn't like the full version like 4.5 minutes, maybe 5?
But with
double time with 2
like
minutes and a half.
3 or
2 minutes and a half.
3:25 or something, I don't know. Should we have a quick look? Okay, so the full version is not actually as long as I thought it was. It's only 3 minutes 49. So if you halve that,
So this is the first time that we're seeing double time so far. So we'll have a quick look over this one. Let's see how it ends up working for these two teams. Hong Kong going with something that is like trying to try something else in order to beat Indonesia.
hey, I'm really happy that we finally get to see some double time here. It's kind of at the point where it's just like we don't even really care what the double time is, just as long as we get it.
Pretty much. Double time hype all day.
Oh yeah, this is the symbol of single one for was because this has got the Iona map in it. Iona difficulty.
As long as it's more than 200 BPM, it's fine.
Yeah, well, it's definitely over 200 BPM.
I mean, just by hearing, you should notice that this is faster than 200 BPM. Although we have a double time pick that has the lowest amount of BPM, like it's in the top 3 of lowest maps on the pool. Wow. So let's see how this map ends up working for Hong Kong. Okay.
Yes, as we can see, it looks like we have El Solar Beam, Galaxy, Alien Flybot going with the double time hidden. So if Galaxy and Solar Beam can hold their full combo, this is gonna help a lot for Indonesia here.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't notice about the Latifa's miss. But the miss there from the Seedful, that's probably going to give the lead back to Hong Kong hands soon. It's around 15,000 points and it's getting closer. But a miss from Chumbi over there will give back the lead in terms of combo to Indonesia. It's not a huge one, but it is a good one. So they will increase their lead as time goes on, but seems like Galaxy and the Seedful both missing, and I'm pretty sure that was a miss from Alien Flybot as well, leaving no high combos for Hong Kong. Yeah?
Yeah, it looks like the only people holding any sort of combo is Chuan with that 130-ish and Solarby with about 450.
Yeah, with 100%. He's doing amazing over here.
Solarby's destroying this map. But yeah, this is looking pretty good for Indonesia. I mean, they've got a pretty compelling 200k lead. They've got a very impressive full combo from Solarby, who's got that extra combo score from Hidden.
It just like ramps. It keeps ramping. The score difference gets even higher because the Solar Ring is increasing their point advantage so fast right now. Like as you can see, there's like 15 seconds and he had 100,000 difference. It's insane. And at the end, seems like this is going to be a good win for Indonesia. The Seedful finding another miss, same for Latifa, but it's not going to change too much stuff. The Solar Beam is refusing to give any sort of hope to the Hong Kong side, and that will end up sealing the deal 4-1 in favor of Indonesia, and that is going to be a match point. Unless something crazy like a fail happens, which I don't think it's even possible. No, that's not going to happen. Solar Beam with 100%. That's going to be a win for Indonesia.
Yeah, I think if Hong Kong wanted any chance of winning there, Solar Beam would need to miss around with Deceitful and Alien Flybot did even earlier, maybe.
What do you mean?
Like, if Hong Kong wanted to win, El Solar Beam would have needed to miss instead of Deceitful.
Yeah.
Like, I think
with a miss from a Solar Beam, that was probably good enough for Hong Kong. Like if he had like a fun 500 combo, that was probably more than enough for Hong Kong.
I think though, even if Solar Beam missed when Deceitful did instead of Deceitful, it might not have been enough. If they both missed, probably still not enough. Like that was quite a big score gap actually. So let's you wondering, like, if that was score v1, I'm thinking Solar Beam probably would have got a pretty impressive high score there, but...
Yeah, that was actually the best number 1 score, I think. I mean, for double time scores. It's the only 100% that someone ever did in this map.
That's pretty impressive. Anyway, with Assemble Love Symbol done and dusted, we will be waiting for Indonesia's potential final pick here. Because if they get this next point, that is going to be it. 5-1 to Indonesia. Indonesia are dominating so far. It's actually kind of scary.
Go for now. With match point in their favor, they still have 2 picks remaining in worst case scenario, so they can afford one mistake, but I'm not sure if they actually want to
waste that opportunity. I think that Hidden seems like a viable choice, like trying to go for Social Forest, but I believe normal makes sense. Probably more than Hidden. Kankaku.
I have no idea what they're gonna go for. I mean, if they go for Cousin Kakaku, then I'm totally on board with that. Choose the wreckable map. Well, that's awfully descriptive, but I think we've already picked Avalanche, so... I actually don't know what the wreckable map is.
Rankable map.
You said wreckable, not rankable. What? It definitely looks like they're thinking about it, but it looks like we're going to be going for Yukake no Belgaya. No,
Well,
sorry.
didn't they already play
Yukake
that
no
one?
Belgaya. Nope, that was Singapore and Mexico. Only no mod we've seen so far is Avalanche, so...
Oh, this one was being. I think this one was played in every single match so far.
Yep.
Okay.
It is the only one as well. Longing the Courage doesn't pick twice, Acceleration twice. Ultramarine twice, Kanzum, Kakaku, Dreamer twice, Avalanche twice, Liberami twice. A lot of maps have been played twice. Alright, so I guess we're just waiting for the last of the players to ready up before we start this potential final match.
Yeah, this is putting Hong Kong in a very bad position here, as Indonesia's here at match point, and it looks like they do have the last song they're going to play, so it looks like we're getting ready here, and we will see somebody take this.
What do you think they drop? Do you reckon it's going to go to 5-1, or do you reckon Hong Kong can take this second point?
They might be able to get a second point, Deadbeat, but in all honesty here, like, they've already prevented the sweep. So they've done good on that. Now, if they are able to pull away and make an entire comeback from this, that's going to be awesome. And then we'll also get to see tiebreaker hype.
I don't know, like, I'm not getting a strong tiebreaker vibe from this. I really don't want to say it, but I think this might be an Indonesian win.
Oh,
Yeah, this is looking like a decent chance for Indonesia to take the whole thing. Like,
It hurts so much
in a map-
just to say that. It really does.
well, but the thing is, it's such a map that is so heavily focused on consistency, and so far Indonesia proved that they are the ones holding the ball when it comes to consistency. Not even in short maps, Hong Kong was able to catch up, so I don't really see Hong Kong winning this one, but it can happen if some chokes actually happen from the Indonesian side. It can always be a possibility, but we have to wait and see. So far, Chung is the only one dropping the combo so far. It was in the first 100 combo, so that gives a good lead to the Indonesian side right here, around 23,000 points. Not a huge one, but definitely a lead that you want to keep in your favor.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
will
like,
eventually keep going up as time goes on, but a miss from Alice over there.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, all big strong leads start with a small gap, so if they can just get their combo going, the small gap will gradually increase into something more problematic for Hong Kong. And as you just say, Alice didn't miss, so that's definitely not gonna help at all. But yeah, as we do continue this, it looks like Galaxy is gonna actually miss on the Indonesian team, but at the same time, there is still 2 full combos to 1. So
Well, there's actually
not
almost
quite
two
sure
full
who-
combos. I think Hong Kong has a combo advantage right now.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm not quite sure who has the combo advantage, but I think it might actually be Hong Kong. It is very close though.
Like, the thing is that they have 2 full combos. So at the end, despite having a little bit of combo advantage, having the full combo is making a difference right here. They will keep that difference in their favor.
Because you did say Trong did actually miss pretty early on, like not even the first time of combo, so he's not missing out on that much combo. So
Yeah, he's just 70,000 away.
Yeah, like this is actually this is definitely catching up. Like I'm looking at the score and it's a lot closer than it was about half a minute ago. So if it continues like this, Hong Kong are gonna come back and get their second point.
Yeah, it's looking like they have like still some time remaining to catch up, and they are ramping up. They're closing up the distance, and Chung-Vi is recovering really well on this song. Alien Flybot with 100%. Same for the Seedful and Dika actually. Every single player here is holding particularly really strong, and the lead is not getting closer now. It seems like they are stuck on this place. They are not being able to catch up. I'm not sure why.
I think this would actually be a lot different if this was a mod map, like a hard rock map maybe, because then we'd probably see like the added benefits of having hard rock coming out. So the fact this is actually a no mod with no mods being used at all,
oh my god,
is actually pretty good for Hong Kong, because
might happen. There's like 50,000 points still. I don't know.
I don't think enough
Miss
time.
can happen.
Indonesia
The
needs to
Seedful
win.
still holds the 100%, Dick as well, Alien Flyball as well. Every single player is holding strong, and just the miss can make a huge impact, but it's not looking like big will happen at the end. There's like 50,000 points. Oh no! Cheong actually being the one.
The wrong team with the miss, but even then, I'm not sure if it would have been enough. Like,
I think it was
Indonesia
enough.
held on to that till the very end. They continue to fight and they get that 5th point, making it 5-1.
Did be how salty would you have been though if Hong Kong came back off the bananas? You'd have been happy, but like you guys are saying, it was done and over with. But really, with there only being that 100,000 in between, like the bananas could have done it if there was another drop right then and there.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely coming down to the wire there. Like, I think out of all the maps we've seen so far, that was definitely one of the closer ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, end of the day, it doesn't matter really how close the match is. The only thing that matters is who gets the point, and in this case, it was Indonesia. So I'm just gonna be in my corner, salting it up a bit.
It's okay. Well, guys, that is going to be the conclusion of the Hong Kong versus Indonesia match, and we will be coming back with you guys in a little bit. We do have quite a decent break going on. We'll be back at 1300 UTC today. No, 1200 UTC, sorry. I was just trying to not acknowledge the favorite match that you want to see. No. All jokes aside, 1200 UTC, Sweden versus South Korea will be the next match that we go over. And remember, guys, if you are interested in supporting the team that you love, make sure to go and pick up a banner at the OS store. You can get one for any team that's taking part in the Catch the Beat World Cup to show your love, even if they might not have made it and you still want to just raise their flag up high. You know, that still does help support the prize pool for the entire tournament. So do remember that. But if you do manage to pick a team that wins, what?
I was just going to clarify, you can only get the team banners for countries that made it past the group stage, so...
Well, yeah, past the
not
group
quite
stage.
any team, but like any team that made it to the round of 16.
Anyone that made it to the round of 16. I do apologize. Thank you for clarifying that. And with that being said, guys, you can pick those up at the OS store, and we'll be back in about roughly 5 to 6 hours. Is it 5 hours? It's 6. 7? Man, my time is all bad. Sorry, dudes. But remember, rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you all real soon.